All right, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to take a look at the defensive side of the ball, specifically James Pierre's work in coverage in a red zone stand against the Bucs early in the third quarter, up 13-9. So a big point in this game, and the Bucs are driving. We've got a 2nd and 2 from the 15-yard line. The Bucs come out in kind of a jumbo look with a little play action. Pierre's matched up one-on-one on Chris Godwin here, and as we run it, I just want us to pay attention to Pierre's hips and his feet. So also pointing out that he doesn't really have safety help. The safety is single high here with his eyes in the backfield. And knowing this, you're going to see Pierre is forced to play kind of straight up on his man, but does a good job of staying with him. So again, watching the feet here. Feet are moving, hips are moving, and he's able to stay with Godwin after the move. So if you want, notice Pierre's first step is to the left to mirror Godwin, staying in front of him. Notice his shoulders stay square, his eyes stay locked in. He's not going to bite for any of these kind of initial stems, but he is ready to go inside if Godwin does. But once Godwin does declare, he's able to flip his hips and run with him up the sideline, and he's in position to make a play if the ball does come his way. Next, we're going to look at a matchup against Mike Evans, also in man coverage. This time he's got a little more safety help over the top. So you can see he can shade a little more outside, which he does well. But again, looking at his feet and his hips. So watch first, knowing that he has that inside help, his first step is going to be outside to just kind of gain that leverage. And from there, he moves his feet well, rolls his hips well, stays in position too. He's got kind of his eyes towards the quarterback while also still having the receiver within his vision. So he's in a really nice place to make a play on the ball if needed. We know Evans is a tough catch, specifically in a jump ball situation. So, Pierre's going to want to have his head around, waiting to anticipate that. Next, we're going to see Pierre matched up one-on-one on Evans. Again, this is more of a press man look. Bucs are going to run a little rub route here. It almost seems as if Pierre knows a little bit about what's coming. He's going to jump towards the sideline and almost cut Evans off from his route. I don't know if Pierre and this player here have agreed that Pierre's going to take the outside receiver and he'll take the inside. So Pierre's just going to jump outside first and foremost. It looks like maybe that was the game plan. So again, notice Pierre's first move is outside. It just so happens Evans moves outside and Pierre is ready to defend him. Evans doesn't really like it too much because he goes ahead and he grabs Pierre's helmet, throws him down, continues to push his helmet down and make a break for the end zone. And guess what? Because the Steelers are playing Tom Brady and this is a Pro Bowler, Evans is going to get the call, and there's going to be a PI against Pierre, even though all he does is get in great position and have his helmet grabbed by Mike Evans. Somehow this is a call on James Pierre. So just wanted to kind of point that out because, in the box score, it's going to show James Pierre got called for holding down by the end zone when really it wasn't his fault. The final play I want to look at, here he's matched up in man against Russell Gage. Again, no safety help, so he has to kind of play for the inside and the outside. You see Gage's first move is in, and Pierre follows him there. He's in good position to cut that off. He doesn't bite too hard and is also right there in position when Gage does make his move. You can't really do it any better than this so far. I will say towards the end of the play, once Brady lets it go, Pierre doesn't do the best job of reading the ball flight. So he does get his head around, but apparently he was expecting the ball to be further down the field because you can see he continues to run, whereas the ball gets placed kind of over and behind. The good aspect is that Pierre's done a nice job of squeezing Gage up towards the sideline. So you can see here Gage is a good 6-7 yards away from the sideline. But by the time Pierre has in good position. He's using his hand to feel where Gage is, but keeping his eyes back. Because he's in such good position, he's able to kind of squeeze Gage up towards the sideline without getting, called for any sort of interference or holding. And by the time the ball arrives, Gage has not as much room as he'd like to work with. He tries to keep his feet inbounds while catching the ball. It causes him to alligator arm it a little bit and ultimately not make the play. So just watching Pierre's footwork, his hips, really nice here. This is the broadcast view. And again, he's got his head around. And it's good that he's turning his head here, because a lot of times, even if as a DB you don't know where the ball is, you have to get your head around just for optics. If you stay glued into this receiver and are not looking back, all the receiver has to do is slow down and draw a PI call. So again, the only knock here, Pierre, just at the very end, the fact that he overruns it creates a little separation. But like I said, he squeezed Gage so far up the sideline that he can't make the play. All right, and then lastly, we're going to take a look at the final play here. It's 3rd and goal. This time, Pierre is in off-man coverage. The Steelers are going to be kind of guarding the goal line here. And they come out in kind of this meshy look. This could be man, it could be zone. It's going to turn out to be man for Pierre. He does a good job of staying patient. He just kind of sinks backpedaling, keeping his feet moving, and then he's ready to kind of break once Gage breaks on the ball. Pierre's right here with him, stays with him, and does a really nice job of extending this arm at the end. This is a really nice throw by Brady. He almost completes this in between Edmonds right here and Pierre. The ball is low and away, but, Pierre's hand is right there. He stayed with Gage the whole time. Ultimately, it's a little too low and outside for Gage to make the play. I'm looking at it again from the top. We see Pierre stays square. He's moving his hips. He's moving his feet. And he's able to break on the ball. So really nice goal line stand by the entire defense. Really liked what Pierre did here. They all fought. They fought all game, but specifically on this red zone stand. So let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you next time.